Hello guys, this is What About Nintendo. Today I'm here for another video. In this video I'm going to be going over my dream N64 Classic game lineup. We're going to be going over, classics like Banjo-Kazooie, Mario 64, and Ocarina of Time, as well as some other more out there ones like Star Wars Shadow of the Empire. We got a lot of games to go over, so let's get right on into it. So guys, before we start this video though, make sure to hit that subscribe button and that like button if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more videos like this Monday through Friday. Also comment down below what games you want to see in N64 Classic. But let's get right on into it. So recently there have been some rumors about an N64 Classic, namely a picture of the N64 Classic leaked on the internet, and people are really coming up with things like, what they would want if an N64 Classic actually came out. And I was like, hey, you know what, I should do my dream N64 game lineup. Obviously, as I said, this is a dream lineup. This is not gonna happen. This is definitely not gonna happen. I wish it would happen, but this is not gonna happen. This list it's too much, too good, it's too perfect, for me at least. Obviously, it's my dream classic lineup, so you may have some different dream games of your own, but for me, this is like too perfect. So if it came anywhere close to this, I'd be super, super happy. But I do think an N64 Classic is inevitably coming, and I hope some of these games are on it. So let's start here. Obviously, I decided to divide these up into sections to make it easier to go over. First is the rare section. Obviously, you can't really have an N64 Classic without rare. I know a lot of people have been saying that if an N64 Classic came, that it might not have rare games, and to me, that's just like blasphemy. That can't happen. Like, if they just don't release one at this point, like, if you're not gonna have rare games on there, just don't release it. Like, for me, I'm just not gonna buy it. If it doesn't have rare games, I probably won't buy it. I'll just go emulate your stuff. Like, screw you. I want these rare games. They're too good to pass up. So number one, this is 21 games. They're not in any particular order. But number one is Banjo-Kazooie. Obviously, you gotta get Banjo-Kazooie in there. It's one of the most classic N64 games of all time. Absolutely amazing platformer. It's just, oh, it's so good. And then you got Banjo-Tooie for number two, a game that I never actually played, but I hear is pretty much just as good as the original. Number three, GoldenEye. Obviously, you have to have GoldenEye 64 on this system. If GoldenEye is not on the N64 Classic, oh, oof, that's gonna be bad, my friend. It's gonna be bad. You better have GoldenEye. It's like, oh my gosh, so good. Why are we not getting a new GoldenEye game? Microsoft needs to get on that. But anyways, number four, Perfect Dark. Now, Perfect Dark is a game I've heard a lot about. I've never actually played. And I keep hearing people say Perfect Dark. Every time, the N64 Classic comes up, Perfect Dark is just one of those games people talking about. Like, what is this game all about? I want to play it. I want to try it out. So that's something I would hope would come. And number five is something that I think is underappreciated, and that is Donkey Kong 64. Great platformer, amazing music. It just had great levels. It was just a good game. I wish they came out with a new 3D Donkey Kong game. I just loved it that much. So get that in there. Also, seeing him in King K. Rool's Final Smash, seeing that Donkey Kong 64 reference, tended to what they were doing with that one. But on the next section, that is Mario games. Obviously, this is Nintendo, so you gotta get Mario games up in here. And there's some good Mario games on the N64. Obviously, you gotta go with Mario 64 as number 6. You gotta go with Mario 64. I mean, you can't have an N64 Classic without Mario 64. I mean, obviously, that's like the most iconic game on the N64, other than probably Ocarina of Time, is Mario 64. Gotta get that in there. One of the best platformers. One of the first 3D platform ever made, I think. At least one of the first, and it totally revolutionized the 3D platforming genre. So, gotta get that in there. 7, Mario Kart 64. I love Mario Kart 64. The Battle Royale mode still holds up to this day. The races are a little bit janky, but there are some fun levels. I like how they actually let you go backwards through the courses. That was always super fun. Got a lot of nostalgia for that one. Gotta get that in there. Number 8, Paper Mario. Have to get the original Paper Mario in there. Paper Mario is my second favorite Paper Mario game. Paper Mario 64, I mean, obviously. Just behind Mario Thousand Year Door. It's just a classic. Like, it has so many good things. Like, if Nintendo needs to look back at these older Paper Marios and make a new one, but I'd love to replay this one as well. And number 9 is Mario Party 2. Some people say it's the best Mario Party game. I'm kind of undecided. I really enjoy it. Is it the best? I'm not really sure, but it's at least up there. So we gotta get that in there. But on to the next segment, and that is Zelda. And there's pretty much only 2 Zelda games on the N64, and that is Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, both at 10 and 11. And you gotta get those in there. You gotta get both of those in there. And because just Zelda's so good, literally, if there was any more Zelda content, I would have put it. But there's not. Unfortunately, only 2 games came out. There's no remakes or anything that I played, at least. But yeah, Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. Ocarina of Time obviously kind of changed the way 3D action games played. Revolutionary for its time and still holds up really well. But on to the next segment, and that is Star Wars. I was not expecting to have a huge Star Wars list, but I actually have 3 different Star Wars games I want on the N64 Classic, and that is at number 12, Star Wars Episode 1 Racer, which is a pod racing game, and it is like the only good thing to come out of Star Wars Episode 1, because it's absolutely amazing. Like, you go so fast, and you're just dodging, and people are exploding, and you're just rocketing through these awesome Star Wars places. I mean, it just felt great. The handling was cool. It felt really fast. It was just, your adrenaline was pumping the whole time. It was awesome. I loved Star Wars Episode 1 Racer. I really hope that's probably not going to get in the actual N64 Classic, but one can dream. Number 13, Star Wars Rogue Squadron. Another Star Wars game I also owned as a kid. I owned like a lot of Star Wars games in the N64. Never really on any other consoles though, oddly enough, but I loved them on the N64. Star Wars Rogue Squadron was absolutely amazing. Number 14, Star Wars Shadow of the Empire. This one is a little bit mixed, and I didn't actually have the greatest time while playing it because it was hard as hell. And I was a kid, so I sucked at video games, and so I just barely... I actually did beat some of the harder levels that people complain about a lot, but I have no idea how I managed to do it. It was just like hours upon hours upon hours of retrying over and over and over again. But I still have really good memories of it. It was really cool at the time. It was awesome to see Star Wars in 3D, and it was just pretty mind-blowing at the time. But on to the final little segment here, and that is just miscellaneous, just games that are great, but don't really have many, like, you know, there's just one in the series, you know, that I want on here. The first one is number 15, Turok. Turok is a game that I never played, but I keep seeing people play it and like seeing screenshots and videos, and it looks really cool. I want to go shoot up some dinosaurs. Like, that sounds awesome, so I want that on the N64 Classic so I can try that out. Number 16, Smash 64. Obviously, you gotta get Smash in there. With Smash Ultimate coming out, it just, like, Smash is just, it's just hype. Like, as you can tell with Smash Ultimate, every time they talk about it, the internet practically explodes. Smash 64, I have so much nostalgia for. Probably played that well over 1,000 hours with my family and friends. It's just an amazing game. Number 17 is Star Fox 64, another amazing game that I probably played for over 1,000 hours. I mean, that game was just like, you go, you do a run, and you beat it, and you do another run to go to different planets, and you beat that, and then you do a third run to go to all that. Like, you just played it over and over again, like, in one sitting. It was awesome. I was sucked at it because I was terrible at all games back then, but it was still great. I have so much nostalgia for that. Number 18, F-Zero X, another game that, again, I hear great things about, but I've never played it, to my shame, and I need to play an F-Zero game. I've never played one before, and I want to play one, and F-Zero X I hear really good things about. Apparently it's not as good as GX in the GameCube, but, I mean, you get what you get. Number 19, Wave Race 64. Again, I have not played this game. I want to play it, though. So this is another one that I haven't played, but it looks really cool. And 20, Doom 64, and yeah, no way in hell I played this when I was young, but I didn't even know Doom was on the N64, to be honest, until I went and I started looking at it. I was like, holy hell, Doom was on the N64? Hell. So, I mean, it looked cool. I mean, I've been playing through Doom 2016, and that game is awesome. To see a Doom on the N64 is really interesting. I'm really interested to see how that compares to modern day Doom, so I want to see that on the N64 Classic. And finally, something that going back to something I've actually played when I was young, and that is Pokemon Stadium. Now, that is the only Pokemon game that I've ever played other than Pokemon Moon, which I never beat because I got bored because it was too easy. Pokemon Stadium was awesome. I keep hearing people say that it's not good unless you own Pokemon on the Game Boy, and I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? I never owned Pokemon on the Game Boy, and the game was still awesome. So, I want to see it come back Because, honestly, that's my favorite Pokemon game ever. Because Moon kind of was crap. It's just so boring. It was way too easy. But yeah. Anyways, guys, that's all for this video. That is my 21 Dream N64 games. Obviously, this list is not happening, unfortunately. It makes me sad to think about it, but that's not going to happen. But if it gets anywhere near this good, I'm buying an N64 Classic. Like, it's just straight up, I'm buying one. I have so much nostalgia for that system. It's awesome. But yeah, anyways, guys, as I said before, hit that subscribe button if you want more Nintendo themed content Monday through Friday, and let me know down in the comments below what you think about what games do you want in the N64 Classic. Also, share this video with anybody you know who has a lot of nostalgia for the N64. Anyways, guys, I'll see all you dudes later, and what about Nintendo? Bye!